Is the mind map screen clear? Type C if this is clear. Type C if this is clear. Yes. Awesome. So first topic, location selection. Location is the king in this business. If you don't get the location right, you don't get the business right. I have invested in wrong locations. I lost close to 25 lakhs in my first 1.5 years of starting my tea outlet business. And then I scaled to 16 outlets in the next 24 months' time. I found a profitable business model only after going through lots and lots of failures and after losing a lot of time, effort, and money. Right? So one such important aspect of building a profitable business is location. If you invest in a wrong location, you're going to lose the complete investment you've done. Your furniture, your interior, your everything that you've invested. You're not going to get that back. Maybe 20-30%. All right. So you need to learn. A lot of people, even when you take a franchise, you're not going to get this location. A lot of franchise brands, I'm not talking about all the brands. There are few good brands. Most of the brands, they're keen only in collecting franchise fee. Once they collect the franchise fee, once your shop is done, setting up a tea outlet is very easy according to me. Running the business in a profitable manner is important. Yes or no? How many of you agree with me on this? Type age in the chat box, please. Buying raw materials, equipments, it is not a big deal. But running it in a profitable manner, scaling to multiple outlets requires a different kind of learning and mindset. If you don't have that kind of a maturity, don't ever invest in business. Please keep your money safe, put in FD and mutual funds. All right. So that's the reason I'm telling you location selection is a very, very crucial part. Super. The first part in location selection, Watts principle. What is Watts principle? V for visibility. A, access, traffic. T for traffic. T again, trading area, engagement. And S is signage. All right. So what is visibility? What is visibility? Your outlet should be on the high street, away from drains and gutters. Right? It should be on the high street. Why? Where a lot of people pass through. Where you've got good visibility. Because tea is a low ticket size product. You're selling tea at 14 rupees, 20 rupees, 25 rupees. So if you want to make a sale of 15,000 per day, you need to have more walk-ins. Because you're selling just a product at 20, 25 rupees, not more than that. If you need to have more walk-ins, more people should be able to see your outlet. All right. So your outlet should be in a location where more people gather. All right. Main road facing. Even if it's a sub road, it has to have good traffic, vehicle traffic, footfall traffic. All right. And minimum 10 to 12 feet frontage. What is frontage? Frontage is the front part of your outlet. If your outlet is like this, and if your frontage is only 6 feet, your outlet will look like this. Does it look like a passage or a proper outlet? Type P if you think that yes, if it's only 6 feet, it looks like a passage. Type P in the chat box, please. If you think that yes, this looks like a passage. Exactly. Rather, if the frontage is 10 to 12 feet, does it look like a proper outlet? Yes or no? Does it look like a proper outlet? Yes or no? So you should be able to see what's inside very clearly. All right. So that's very important. Frontage. A lot of my students come and ask me, SRK, everything is perfect except the frontage. Frontage is only 8 feet. No, I wouldn't recommend people to do that, because frontage is very, very crucial. All right. So that's with respect to visibility. Now, access, ground floor property. A lot of people come and tell me, Sir, I've got a location. I have my own property, but the location is on the first floor. Can I take? No. How many of us go take the stair, go to the first floor and have tea? Of course, for a cafe, it might work. But even for a cafe, I would recommend you to take up a ground floor property. How many of you climb using the stair and go have a cup of tea? Hardly we do it, right? So it should have ground floor property, proper access from the main road. One of my students, Sarvan, he wants to select a location. When we were working closely with him, he showed us this location, which was good. So visibility was there, traffic was there, engagement was there, everything was there, but except access. This was on the service road, and there is an access 50 meters before the outlet. If you miss that access, if you miss that road access, you should travel again 1 kilometer and come back to the outlet. Now tell me, if you are going on a highway and if you miss one tea outlet, will you come back again traveling 2 kilometers, or will you look for the next outlet? Will you look for the next outlet, or will you travel and come back? Obvious, yes. Next outlet, yes. You will obviously look for the next outlet, because tea is not a very extreme product like biryani or a meal. You might travel even 5 kilometers for a biryani. You might even travel 5 kilometers for a good meal, but not for a cup of tea. Exactly. So it has to have proper access from the main road. Even if it's on the main road, it should be accessible. All right. That's with respect to access. Now, third, traffic. Footfall versus vehicle traffic. All of us know what is vehicle traffic. What is footfall traffic? Footfall traffic is the number of people crossing in and around that location. Let's say if your outlet is bang on the signal, if your location is bang on the signal, there's good visibility, there's good access. But if you see that there are only vehicles crossing that location, if there are no people crossing that particular location, will you get footfalls to your outlet? So it's bang on the signal, it has got good visibility, you should be able to look at the signage, engage, everything is there. But people are not walking in and around that location. So if people are not walking in and around that location, how will you expect people to come down to your outlet? This is not the case with highways. Highways, you've got a different use case, because highways, people don't walk. All right. So footfall traffic is very, very important. You need to have more people walking in and around that particular location. And majority of your sales will come from 1 kilometer in and around your outlet. Majority of your sales will come from 1 kilometer in and around the outlet. Now tell me, how much time do you have for tea break? Can you type in the chat box, please? Can you type in the chat box, please? Yes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, not more than that, isn't it? Not more than that. So you will not be able to travel 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers to have a cup of tea every single day. Yes or no? Yes or no? Exactly. Exactly. So your majority of your sales will come from 1 kilometer in and around the outlet. So within that 1 kilometer, all of these parameters should be able to justify. It should have good visibility, access, traffic, good engagements. So next, I'm going to talk about engagement. Why engagement is very crucial? Yes, trading area. I call it as engagement. What is engagement? See, why would people want to come down to your outlet? Now tell me, for what reason you go have tea? Let's say you go to a college as a student or a parent or a school or to a school to a kid or a parent, then you might feel that, okay, after coming out of the college or school, you might have some time. You might go to your workplace every single day. You might go to your office every single day. You wanted to have tea during the tea time. You will have tea during that time. You go to a railway station, bus stand. You have 1 hour to take up the bus. And then you find some time to have tea. You travel on a car in the highways. And then you wanted to take a tea break. You stop there and you look for a tea outlet. You stay in a hostel or a PG. You would want to have tea during the tea time or even after the meal, dinner time. You go to a hospital and you wait for some time. Let's say the doctor says that wait for another half an hour, 1 hour till the test report comes. You'll go look for a tea outlet. You go to a shopping. And then during the tea time, you want to have tea. You go to temple. Right? So there has to be some strong reason for people to gather in and around that location. These are all called engagements. Your institutions, business parks, railway station, bus stand, highways, residential apartment. Residential apartment could be one possible engagement, but make sure that you don't just take this as the only engagement. Make sure that this is the dead end place, because pass-throughs must, even if there are residential apartments, pass-throughs must. Now tell me why you shouldn't be putting up an outlet, setting up an outlet near to a residential apartment alone. Can you type in the chat box, please? Can you type in the chat box, please? If there is only residential apartment, why you wouldn't be setting up an outlet? Yes, yes, yes. Obvious, obvious. They'll prepare themselves. They have milk, tea powder, sugar, everything at home. They can drink tea at home, except people who wanted to smoke. All right. So that if that's the only engagement, I wouldn't suggest. A lot of people do this mistake. They'll put up a tea outlet near to a complete residential area. You may not get much sales as expected. All right. So institutions, business parks, railway station, bus stand, highways, residential apartments, hostels, PGs, hospitals, shopping area, temples, and heritage places. Yes. So there should be more engagements, at least 4 to 5 engagements in and around the location. Whenever my students send out these locations, people who are a part of a mentorship program, they used to send locations to the account manager. So we have a 3-step process to review the location. So we ask what kind of engagements are there. We ask them to do groundwork on it. We make sure that there are more engagements. More engagements mean more walk-ins. More walk-ins mean more sales. Yes, this part is very important in location selection. All right. So next is signage. Have clear signage. There should be proper signage. Signage is your main board and your side board. The outlet should have proper facility to set up signage. Let's say if you're traveling, you're not going to travel like this completely 90 degrees shifted to 90 degrees, isn't it? You're going to travel like this. So if you're traveling like this, there has to be a provision for the side board. The main board should be very, very legible and visible. Clear signage facility has to be there. If the frontage is not even 10 feet, you can't even put up a proper signage there. Right? A lot of shops I've seen only this much space. 4 feet signage. This is not going to look neat. This is not going to appeal your customers. Exactly. Right? So what did we saw with respect to WATS principle? Visibility, access, traffic, trading area and signage. Yes, this is clear so far. Type C if this is clear so far. Type C if this is clear so far. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Awesome. Now, when it comes to prerequisites, before you finalize a location, if you have shortlisted one location, you need to check whether that satisfy your kitchen area requirements. If you want to offer an extensive menu, let's say varieties of sandwiches or varieties of some deep fried snack or chat or wraps and rolls, if you wanted to do so many items, which means your kitchen should be able to support to make all of these items. I have done those mistakes. I had a very extensive menu and my kitchen was very small. Varieties of beverages and varieties of snacks. No, your staff will not be comfortable working in an environment like that. All right. So if you have a very extensive menu, and if what is your model, whether you want to start a 100 square foot outlet or a 200 square foot or a 400 square foot, depending on your size, depending on your model, depending on your menu, you should be able to design your kitchen area. All right. Engagement type, understand the customer engagement. As I told you, I list down those engagements. Institutions, tech parks, hospitals, shopping area. It could be any of these engagements. Proper engagement has to be there. An average bills per day and ticket size. Let's say if your expected sale is 10,000 per day or 15,000 per day. What is the average bill value? If a customer comes in and if he gets a cup of tea and a samosa or a veg puff or a egg puff, he is likely to bill for 40 rupees. Let's assume the tea price is 20 rupees and the snack price is at 20 rupees. He is likely to bill 40 rupees. Right? So it could be on the higher side as well. Some people will come and bill for 100 rupees. Some people will bill only for 20 rupees. So I'm talking about the average bill. So that's the average bill value. If you want to do 10,000 to 15,000 rupees per day in terms of sale, let's assume 10,000 rupees per day in terms of sales. If your average bill value is 40 rupees, how much walk-ins you need to have? Can you type in the chat box, please? I've already written it. I need to make sure that you understand this or not. How many walk-ins you need to generate? If you need to do a sale of 10,000 rupees per day, if your average bill value is 40 rupees, yes, yes, yes. I wanted to type in the chat box, please. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. 250 plus walk-ins. So this average bill value can be increased. Let's say if you're offering varieties of sandwiches or chat. One of my student, Uma, she launched this brand called Chips and Chat. So the outlet is focused not just on tea. You need to have equal weightage on snacks as well. The outlet is itself is positioned on chat and beverage. So they have got a live counter at the front. I will talk about when I take you through the menu design, you'll know what is live counter. You'll have those live counters. You can see people doing the chart items there. So they've got a range of chart items. So their average ticket size is above 70 rupees. So I would suggest you should think ways of increasing your ticket size. Even if you get 150 walk-ins, you should be able to make 10,000 rupees per day. All right. And next is property. Your property should have adequate water supply. Never take a location without water supply. A lot of my own students come and ask me, SRK, everything is perfect except water facility. See, you're not going to run a restaurant where you can get water from the external vendor and manage. It's really difficult for you to do it. You just have 3-4 people working for you. If the customer is waiting and if you don't have water to wash the glasses, it's going to be pathetic, yes or no? Right? So operationally, there's a lot of difficulties. Only when you start running it, you know all of these difficulties. All right. And drainage facility, likewise. Exhaust. It should have proper aeration inside. I did this mistake in my third outlet. Third outlet was in a container and it was too hot. Even we had exhaust, we had this false ceiling and all of that. It was very, very hot. And people started leaving jobs in the first 6 months. We had huge attrition. Then we solved that problem. Right? So proper exhaust facility have to be there. And minimum locking period of 3 years. This is very, very important when you finalize your location. A lot of people miss out. There are certain things which are going to be non-negotiable. Please inform the owner that you need this location for 3 years. Now tell me, if you start your outlet in a location and if you have good crowd outside the outlet, if the owner see this crowd every single day, what will be the mindset of the owner? Can you type in the chat box, please? For the landlord, what will be his mindset? If you see the crowd every single day, can you type in the chat box, please? Yes, this guy is making good business. He might feel greedy. Yes, and also think, why can't I do this? Because people think starting a tea outlet, running it is very easy. Provided you know the system, you know the method. Okay, and other people who might want to take this outlet, he might ask the owner, sir, I'll pay 5,000 extra, 10,000 extra rental. Till then, nobody would have been there. But once you start the business, once it is going well, exactly. So if you don't have a locking period of 3 years, because any outlet, if you invest, it's going to take ROI period, right? You should always look at long term. Since because you're getting a location, don't just finalize without confirming these terms. All right. So prerequisites with respect to the model, workstation, kitchen area requirements. What is your engagement? What is the engagement there? Understand the custom segments. There has to be 3 to 5 engagements or 4 to 5 engagements. Average bills per day and ticket size. Property with respect to adequate water supply, drainage facility, exhaust, and minimum locking period of 3 years. Yes. Super. So now I'm going to take you through the AI hacks. How can you use AI? How can you use AI and shortlisted location? Please listen carefully. This is going to be interesting. So I'm going to use Google Maps. I'm going to use Google Maps. Let's say you have kind of shortlisted a location, but you're not very sure on whether to select this or not. You're not very sure how many engagements are there, what kind of a footfall you can expect, what timings you'll have higher footfalls, which days you'll have maximum business. If you don't have any idea, this is the best way to analyze. All right. So let's say, so I'm taking Chennai as an example. In Chennai, let's say you finalize a location, you have a shortlisted location in 1,000 lights. Search for the nearest popular place or a restaurant. Search for the nearest popular place or a restaurant in that locality. Okay. As I told you, the location is 1,000 lights. So nearest popular place or a restaurant is Sangeeta Veg Restaurant. All right. So search for this restaurant and scroll down. See whether they've got more than 500 reviews. See whether they've got more than 500 reviews. If they've got 500 reviews, you'll have data to analyze. That's the reason I'm telling you this. All right. So now scroll down. Now scroll down. If you scroll down, there will be something called popular times. There will be something called popular times. This particular graph. Can you see this? Can you see this? This popular times. Exactly. Exactly. Now you can select all days, Monday till Sunday. Monday till Sunday. If you see this graph will show you which time, which particular time you've got the maximum footfall. So which particular time period they've got the maximum footfall. If you look at Monday, 1 to 3 o'clock has got the maximum footfall. Can you see this? And 7 to 8 o'clock, another maximum footfall there. All right. Next, if you look at Tuesdays, again, slightly higher footfalls when compared to Monday. Again, 2 to 3 p.m. Again, 7 to 8 p.m. They've got the maximum footfalls. Wednesday, again, similar time during the lunchtime and also during the dinner time. Thursdays, even slightly higher footfalls compared to other days. Fridays, more than Thursday. Saturday, good footfalls. Can you see this? Sundays, you've got very less footfalls because this place is surrounded by a lot of offices, commercial places. All right. So search for the nearest popular place or restaurant. Check if they've got more than 500 reviews. Scroll down and check popular times. Check popular times and then select the days. Check the footfall timings, the maximum footfall timings. Is this clear? This first step, is this clear? I want you guys to be clear on this. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Superb. Superb, superb. Now, scroll down. Come down, keep the mouse over on layers. There's something called layer in the bottom. All right, keep mouse over on layers. You will find these options: terrain, traffic, transit, biking, and more. Click on traffic. Scroll down. You need to keep the mouse over on layers. You will have something called traffic here. Now you can analyze. Once you click on traffic, you will have a tool here where you click, you can change it to typical traffic. So now you can see the traffic for all the days from Monday to Sunday. And also you can check the traffic on particular timings. Let's say Monday, 8 a.m. There are more greens than reds. Let's say at 10 o'clock, there are more yellows and yellows and reds because there's slightly more traffic. When you look at 6 o'clock, again, more traffic, more yellows and reds. If you look at 9 o'clock, again, traffic is still there, but you've got more greens. All right. So likewise, day-wise, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you can check. So this is how you can check the vehicle traffic. All right. Now, listen carefully. This is going to be interesting. So now let's assume that your location is 200 meters away from this restaurant. 200 meters away from this restaurant. All right. What other engagements are there? Can you see there is Apollo Hospital nearby? That is one engagement. Did I tell you this hospital could be one engagement? Yes, there is another children's hospital nearby. Yes, yes. There is a company called Colon Infotech nearby. Can you see this? Colon Infotech nearby. There is Madras Management Association nearby. There is a hotel. When you zoom in, you can check more engagements there. ActPro Media Solutions. There is a L'Oreal Academy there. There is BSNL office nearby. Can you see this? BSNL office. And there's another office. There's a tower called PM Tower. There could be some small and mid-sized offices, companies there. right? So which means there are hospitals nearby, there are business parks nearby, business establishments nearby, hotels, and lot of these engagements. Yes, and you could also see there are brands like Burger King or Writers Cafe, even Sangeeta Restaurant is a brand. If you look at all of these engagements, they don't put up an outlet just like that. If a Burger King or a McDonald's invests in a location, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it right away. They will do a lot of research. They'll invest money on research before finalizing a location. Yes or no? Yes or no? Before a McDonald's or a Burger King invest in a location, because then they're going to closely they're going to invest close to 1 crore. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. How many of you feel this is wow? All of these AI hacks using Google Maps. I never thought I can use Google Maps to derive so much of data to take a decision on location selection. Yes. Wow, wow, wow. Awesome. Awesome. Superb, superb. So search for the nearest popular place or a restaurant, check for the reviews, scroll down and check popular times, and then come down, click on, keep the mouse over on layers and click on traffic. You should be able to see a lot of engagements and other establishments nearby. Yes, no. How to correlate nearest competitor similar food outlets data will be a validation that people are eating out. A lot of people talk about competition. There are so many tea outlets. There are so many food outlets. There is so much competition in this business. Let me ask you this. If you take a busy road, even if there are 5 outlets on the same road, just 50 meters away, if all the 5 outlets are providing quality product, good service to the customer, can you see crowd in all the 5 tea outlets? Yes or no? Yes or no? Even if it's a busy road, even if it's a road, a single road has got 5 outlets, and if all the outlets are doing good in terms of quality, in terms of customer service, can you see crowd in all the 5 outlets? Yes or no? How many of you agree with me on this? How many of you agree with me on this? And you could also see a lot of outlets open and close it in the first 3-6 months. If you want to win, associate yourself, compare yourself with winners. If you want to lose, compare yourself with losers. People are closing businesses, not just this business, any business. If you don't know how to do it, or if you don't have a partner or a mentor who can help you, you are more likely to fail. Or if you don't have the bandwidth to burn money for 2 years or 3 years and build a business, you're more likely to fail. Yes or no? Yes or no? Be it any business, be it a software business or a tea outlet business, you are more likely to fail if you don't have experience, or if you don't have anyone to guide you in this journey, or if you don't have a partner who's got experience. Potential is huge. People are doing it the right way are going to get results, are going to get success. You need to decide where you want it to be, either to be on the winning side or on the losing side. A lot of people think investing in a business is the only requirement to start a business. How many of you in this mindset? How many of you in this mindset? Investing, okay, I have 5 lakhs. I am prepared. I am equipped. I am qualified enough to start a business. If you're with this mindset, please keep your money safe. Please don't lose your money. Put it in FD, put it in mutual funds. If you have this mindset, you're more likely to lose your money when you start a business. Execution matters. Exactly. Execution matters. How many of you strongly believe in this? Yes. Whatever business I do, execution is the key. Money is the last problem to solve. Yes or no? If you don't know the method, if you don't know how to execute, even if you have 50 lakhs, you are not going to build a profitable business. If you can't make money with a 5 lakh investment or a 10 lakh investment, even if you have 50 lakhs tomorrow or 1 crore tomorrow, can you build a profitable business? If you don't know how to execute, if you don't know how to run it, a lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people underestimate the power of knowledge or power of expertise. They think, they believe in this quote, hard work never fails. I don't like this quote at all. I don't like this quote at all. Why? Why? Hard work never fails. How many of you think this is wrong? How many of you think this is wrong? Of course, there is no substitute for hard work, but hard work alone will not help you succeed. Yes or no? Yes or no? You need to know how to do it. You need to have smartness. You need to use the money the right way to build a profitable business. If you keep doing hard work, if you keep repeating the same mistake by doing hard work, you are going to get the same results. If you keep doing the same mistake again and again, you can't expect a different result. Yes or no? Yes or no? Exactly. Exactly. So, see, all of these are not philosophical. These are all reality. I see a lot of people. I've trained more than 25, 30,000 people in the space alone. I'm an entrepreneur for the last 14 years. And I'm helping people in the last 4 years in a very structured manner. Even before starting this community, when I started my own brand, in the initial days, a lot of people used to come and meet me. I have given my own vendors, tea powder vendors to them. I don't believe in secret. I don't believe in competition. It's co-opetition. Competition, together we need to exist. Together we need to educate the sector. I don't hold it on to myself. I want people to start successful businesses. I want people to grow because for me, according to me, doing business is going to create much more impact than doing charity. Yes or no? Doing business is going to create much more impact than doing charity. Charity is one-time effort. If you give 5,000 rupees to someone, you're only going to help once. Imagine if you employ one person and if you're going to pay them 10,000 rupees every month, 4 people in a family will get benefited if you pay them 10,000 rupees every month. Yes or no? You're feeding 4 people in a family. You're taking care of their needs. You're going to pay your vendors every month. You're going to take care of your employees. You're going to pay taxes to the government. You're going to take care of yourself. You're also going to generate wealth. You're also going to create employment wherein a lot of people will get impacted. Right? So all of these put together, only if you have this mindset, business is not just about making money. It's about creating temporary wealth for yourself and also for others. All right, super. So how many of you find this AI hacks amazing? AI hacks amazing. Type amazing in the chat box, please. Yes, yes, yes. Super, super. Thank you. Thank you so much. So as I told, the session is a 3-hour session. I know it's really, really difficult. Even for me, talking for 3 hours, it's going to be difficult. But I'm committed till the end to add value. Okay. So if you're with this mindset, I want you to stay till the end to attend the session. All right. So key points. Good to have 2 to 3 customer segments. As I told you, even 4 to 5 customer segments should be good. Engagements, more walk-ins, more sales. Strong reason for people to wait, relax, and spend time. And do not select a location which is more than 15 minutes drive from your home or office. Why? Why? If you select a location which is going to be 45 minutes drive from your home or office, will you go to the outlet every day? If the outlet location is 45 minutes, 1 hour from your place, will you travel every day? For a work, you might travel. But this is going to be your business. You're the decision maker. You might think, okay, I may take rest today. The initial days, your first outlet is going to be very, very important. Your presence is very important. And then you can even you can spend 30 minutes, 1 hour post that. But the first few months, your presence is very, very important. So do not select a location which is more than 15 minutes drive from your home or office. Don't. Never select a location with high rental. Never select a location with high rental if it doesn't satisfy the economics, unit economics. If you're taking a place with a rental of 40,000 rupees, your outlet should make a sale of more than 3.5 4 lakh. If you can't make a sale of 3.5 4 lakh, if there are not much walk-ins to reach that sale, never take it. All right. High security deposit. If you are taking a place with a rental of 10,000 rupees and if they're asking for 10 months advance, it's okay to some extent. If a rental is 40,000 rupees and if they're asking for 10 months rental advance, 4 lakh is on the higher side. Some people even ask 15 months. So ideal should be 6 months. 6 months rental will be your rental advance. Could be your rental advance. Security deposit asset. White civil and plumbing work scope. If it has got more of construction related work, don't do it. The owner has to complete it. The owner, it's under the owner's scope. Without parking space, even if there is no parking, at least they should be able to park on the road, at least two-wheeler. If there is no parking at all, people may not be able to stop, at least two-wheeler parking. So better to avoid first, second floor properties. Strictly, I would say no subletting. What is subletting? Let's say if your friend is running a furniture showroom, and if he's saying, okay, I've got 300 square foot, I can allocate the 300 square foot, you can start a store in the front. So if that guy doesn't have a legal agreement with the owner to sublet, it is not legal. It is not legal. If that furniture shop gets vacated, you should also vacate. So don't get into subletting. Food court is different. That is different. I'm not talking about it. There are no good tea snack options in that area. Can I still sell? Yes, make sure there is enough engagement. Make sure there is enough engagement, either validate with competition or engagement. A lot of people come and tell me, SRK, there are no good tea outlets nearby. Can I select? Yes, you can select. But there has to be good engagement, as I told you. If both aren't available, strict note location. All right. So you can apply this to any QSR, like if you want to run a burger, milkshake, sandwich, momo, any outlets, you can do this, right? So that's with respect to location selection. What we saw? WATS principle, visibility, access, traffic, trading area engagement, signage. Second is the prerequisite with respect to the model and to the property, and AI hacks, how to analyze location using AI hacks, key points and don'ts. Yes, is this clear so far? Is this clear so far? How did you find this part of the session, the first part of the session on location selection? In just one word, how did you find the session on location? Superb, just wow, perfect, amazing, great insights, good, awesome, knowledgeable, great, superb, awesome, superb. Thank you so much. Now, how to avail Mudra loan? How to avail Mudra loan? How many of you think that money is a hurdle? How many of you think that I don't have money to start? Type M in the chat box, please. How many of you think that I don't have money to start? Yum. Quite a few of you guys. Yes. But let me ask you this. How did you get your first smart TV? How did you get your smartphone? Okay, EMI, okay. Car, or it could be anything. It could be anything. Or even a flat. EMI, yes, savings, loan. Even a flat these days, if you invest in a flat, an apartment, or in a car, or in a mobile phone, now tell me whether all of these are appreciating or depreciating assets. Of course, flat apartment is exceptional at certain cases, but most of the cases in today's scenario, even if you buy a flat, it's going to depreciate. Type D, if you think all of these are depreciating assets, phone, your smart TV, or your car. But you never hesitated to invest in all of these asset classes. These are not assets. Yes. But you never hesitated. You thought it's good to have because your friend had this, your family member had this. You thought you feel really happy. And people judge you based on the products you have. That's the reason you got it in a workplace or in a business environment. You thought having this phone, not everywhere, right? But you never hesitated to buy on EMIs, take loan and buy these products. So things which gives you short-term pleasure will give you long-term pain. How many of you felt the pain of paying EMI on the third month? On the third month, it would have been good for the first 1 week, first 1 month. You'd feel really happy showing that to your friends, family. But slowly, that goes off. How many of you felt the pain of paying EMI on the third month? Type P in the chat box, please. Type P in the chat box, please. Exactly. Exactly. It is going to be a pain if it's not a planned purchase. But we never hesitated to do it. But when it comes to business, we are not comfortable. We are not comfortable in arranging money to do it. Of course, it's a risk. But if you take calculated risk, all of these items that you invest, it's all depreciating. But if you invest in a business, it can appreciate over time, provided you do it the right way. If you invest 5 lakh in a business, and if you can make 3 to 4 lakh every month, and if you use that profit to reinvest in the next location, reinvest in the other locations, can you build a 5 crore business in the next 5 years? Is it possible? I have done it. A lot of my students have done it. It is possible. How many of you think it is possible? Yes. If I invest in the right way, if I execute the right way, my business can appreciate over time. Yes or no? How many of you strongly agree with me on this? Type A in the chat box, please. Type A in the chat box, please. If you think that, yes, if I invest the right way, which means money shouldn't be a hurdle to start a business. Before having money, you need to have the system and you need to have a solid learning in place, the expertise in place. And how many of you think that, yes, I can arrange money to start? I'm going to take you through one of the method. How many of you think that is what may come? I'm going to take a calculated risk. I should raise money to do business. Exactly. So now this is one option. Mudra loan. Why Mudra loan? What is Mudra loan? Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. It's a central government scheme. It's a central government scheme called Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, where it's a business loan without any collateral. Prior to that, even if the banks tells you that, okay, this is a collateral-free loan. I remember way back in my college days, I went ahead and approached for a student loan. They said we need collateral, but it is supposed to be given without any collateral. But now this has become a standard in this loan, no collateral, without any property documents, right? Low interest rate, ideally 9 to 10% you can get this loan per annum, which is a which is the lowest rate of interest when it compared to any business loan. You get a lot of business loan at more than 16%, 18%. All right. And it is easy to avail. No business experience required. No balance sheet is required. If you have your personal IT papers, proper IT papers, you can apply. I've got it. I got it way back in 2017, 6 lakhs for my second outlet. And a lot of my students have got it. Right? Focused on small businesses. Focused on small businesses. So why Mudra loan? PMMY, business loan without any collateral, lowest rate of interest, easy to avail, focused on small business. Now, types of Mudra loan. Sishu, Kishore and Tarun. Sishu is under 50,000. Kishore is 50,000 to 5 lakh. Tarun is 5 lakh to 10 lakh. So you might fall under this category. Right? If you need 5 lakh to 10 lakh, you might fall under this category called Tarun, types of Mudra loan. Now the interest rate, as I told, it has slightly increased when it comes to public sector banks. 7 to 8.5, 9%. Private banks, 1% extra. It will be 1 to 1.5% extra when you compare with private banks. For the current rates, please check the bank's website. All right. So which bank offers Mudra loan? Public sector banks. SBI, Canara Bank, United Bank of India, Union Bank of India, Indian Overseas Bank, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India. They're very keen. These banks are very, very keen. In fact, let me tell you, one of my known person works for a bank. They say they've got targets. They've got targets to disperse these kind of loans today, which means there is so much of scope for you guys to get loans if you apply the right way, if you prepare your project report and apply the right way. Private banks, in fact, IndusInd Bank is one of the largest dispersers of this loan. Recently, there was an article on this. Bandhan Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, IDFC, all of these private banks are also giving these kind of loans. I mean, PMMY scheme. NBFCs like Muthoot and Fullerton, non-banking finance corporation, small finance bank like Equitas, they also provide this loan. And payback period is 3 to 5 years. Ideally, if you take a loan today, you might be given EMI for the next 3 to 5 years. Moratorium facility for the first 3 to 6 months. Till you start generating cash flow. The first 3 to 6 months will be the breathing period. The day when you start making the EMI will be post 3 to 6 months. All right. Approach SME branch of your bank account. A lot of people do this mistake. They go approach branch where some of the managers are not even aware of the scheme. They'll say, no, we don't give any loan without any collateral. Okay. You need to understand which is the SME branch in your locality. Just go search on Google or call up to the bank and check which is their SME branch. SME branch, you can go approach and you can also apply online. All right. So which banks offer Mudra loans? All of these public banks, private banks, NBFCs, small finance bank, payback period, and approach SME branch of your bank account. Now, for what purpose? To set up a tea outlet, you might purchase equipments, interior, furniture, and also you will need working capital. What is working capital? The capital required for day-to-day operations, to pay rentals, to pay salaries for the first 3 to 6 months. Okay, so let's assume that you need 6 lakhs. For 4 lakhs, you require it for equipments purchase, interior, furniture. That can be given as a term loan. Term loan is where you pay back in EMIs. That could be given as a term loan. That will be directly transferred to the vendor's account. Let's say if you've got a vendor to supply equipments and other vessels, you can get the invoice from that company and then give it to submit to the bank. So they will send the amount directly to the vendor's account, not to your account. Not to your account. All right. So working capital will be transferred to your business bank account because you will need the working capital. You will need to pay rental salaries from your bank account. So that will be send it to your bank account. So that can be taken as overdraft. What is overdraft? Okay, if you don't understand this term, let me explain it in very simple manner. Overdraft is OD account. What is OD account? Let's say you've got 3 lakh OD or 2 lakh. Let's assume 2 lakh you've got it as a working capital. You've got 1.5 lakh as a balance in the account for 30 days. For 30 days, if you maintain a balance of 1.5 lakh in the account, you are not going to pay interest for the complete 2 lakhs. You understand this or not? You are not going to pay interest for the complete 2 lakhs, only for the 50,000 rupees that you have used, because 1.5 lakh is still their bank account. Exactly. If you're not understanding this, go to a CA. Okay, please talk to them. They'll help you understand. So for equipments purchase, interior furniture, get as a term loan, you will pay back that in EMIs, monthly installments. Working capital can be taken as an overdraft account, pay only for the used amount. Example, 6 lakhs, term loan 4 lakhs, working capital 2 lakhs, you can take it. Term loan will be transferred to the vendor's account and working capital will be transferred to your business bank account. Yes. Now, coming to the very important part. Documents required. Udayam registration. There is something called Udyog Aadhar. Udyog Aadhar. You just go type Udyog Aadhar on Google. You might get a website where you can register your business. In less than 1 day, you will get the certificate, which is free. There are no charges. So this one document you can get instantly. Next is PAN Aadhar card. All of us will have ID and address proof along with photos. Mudra loan application form. If you want to apply through online, there is a website called PSB Loan in 59 minutes. And some of the banks also have the option to apply online. You can do it. All right. FSSA number, once you start the outlet, once you get the rental agreement, then you can get it. Sometimes they might make it, they might ask you to do it even submit even if after you start. GST number not mandatory though, up to 20 lakhs you can fill it, but if you have GST, you can submit. Last 2 years income tax return, personal returns. I'm not talking about business returns. If you're working professional, you might have your ITR filed every year, isn't it? That form 16 and all of the documents have that. If you're already into business, then have balance sheet. Bank statement, 6 months to 2 years balance sheet, establishment proof. Like if you're a proprietor, you need to have a Shop and Establishment Act license. If you're running with partners, you need to have this partnership firm registration. Private limited, MOA, AOA documents. Clean civil history. If you've already taken loans, you should have good civil history, rental agreement copy, and project report. Right? So, what are the documents required? Udayam registration, PAN, Aadhar card, ID and address proof along with photos, Mudra loan application form, you can apply through online, FSSI number, GST number optional, last 2 years income tax returns, personal returns or balance sheet, bank statement, establishment proof, clean civil history, rental agreement copy, and project report. Now, how to prepare this project report? Right? I suggest you go to a CA, just pay them, 7,000-8,000 rupees. They should be able to get it done in a very professional manner. If you want to do this on your own, these are the inputs. Include your company name and logo, intro about founders, proprietors, and team. Brief your business model. So the bank should know. The bank should know how you will make money. See, let's say if you're lending money to someone, let's say if you're giving 1 lakh to someone, will you understand how they will pay back and then give the money? Yes or no? If they do not have a paying potential, pay that to you again. Will you give money? Exactly. Right. So you need to project, you need to make the bank understand that this is the business, because banks may not be aware of all the business. So you will need to educate them on how you will make money, business model, revenue model, current market trends, setup cost with breakup, complete. Let's say if you're investing 5 lakh, what is your total investment? And what is the breakup in the 5 lakh, 6 lakh, whatever? Financial projection for the next 3 to 5 years. So what will you do in the next 3 to 5 years? How much money you will make? Projected, there's only projection, not exact numbers. Profit and loss, balance sheet, growth forecast, margin money. So let's say if you want to avoid 10 lakhs, the bank might ask you to put your money 15 to 25%. You can always project it like I'm going to, my project costs 12 lakh and I'm going to put 2 lakh from my pocket. That's also fine, right? So like that, you need to mention that in the project report, and also approach a CA. They might charge you between 8,000 to 10,000 rupees. Project report, company name and logo, intro of founders, brief business model, revenue model, current market trends, setup cost with breakup, financial projection for the next 3 to 5 years, growth forecast, margin money, and approach a CA. Yes. So what did we learn about how to avail Mudra loan? Why Mudra loan? Types of Mudra loan? Which banks offers Mudra loan? For what purpose? Documents required and project report. Now, how many of you think that yes, I can arrange money? I can arrange money to start a business. Type can do in the chat box, please. If your mind block got released with respect to money, type can do in the chat box, please. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's been close to 1.15, 1 hour plus 15 minutes. Are you all really enjoying the session so far? Yes, yes, yes. Are you all really enjoying? We have done only 50% of the session so far. Yes. Are you all committed to stay till the end? Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to give you loads and loads of information like this. Have a notepad and a pen. Take down a lot of notes. And you will not regret for spending the Sunday in a session like this. I can guarantee you that. Yes, yes. Awesome. Awesome. Superb. It might be overwhelming. Okay, let me tell you, it might be overwhelming if you are loaded with loads of information. All right, but this is once in a while you are doing this. All right, so take down a lot of notes, take down key points. All right, next, menu plan. How to design your menu. Right, a lot of people might think, okay, just a tea outlet. I can copy paste the menu from somebody else's brand. It might work, but you need to add your own creativity. You need to add your own uniqueness to the menu item. If you're going to do the same menu item, which somebody else is doing it, why would your business be unique? Why should your business be unique? Your business is not going to be unique. Right? You need to understand what your target customer wants. Right? So what do they prefer with respect to, do they prefer spicy food or non-spicy? Now tell me, who would prefer spicy food? What is the age range in which people will prefer spicy food? Age range. Yes, yes, yes. Ideally 18 to 25, 30. Yes, till 35. Exactly, exactly. Less spicy. Who will prefer less spicy food? Yes. People above 35, 40, senior citizens. Sweet, of course, kids, teenagers will prefer more of sweet. So if that's your target customer. You need to offer a lot of varieties that can attract them. It could be chocolate tea or Oreo shake. If people wanted healthy options, people are fitness freaks, people who are senior citizens might prefer products like Soleimani tea, herbal varieties, chamomile tea. So be it with respect to variety, authenticity, modern flavor, ask yourself what your target customer wants. That's number one. And what does your brand to be known for? Which is your hero menu item or heroine menu item? Right? So if they tell a product, your brand should come up. Your brand should either be known for a tea or coffee or any beverage or any snack. Okay, this one particular snack is only available in that particular outlet. They do it in a perfect manner. Yes or no? How many of you went to certain outlets since because I get this item, this menu item is going to be very tasty in that particular outlet. That's the reason I go to the outlet. Yes or no? Exactly. Exactly. So what could you offer unique compared to the competition? If there are 10 outlets nearby, why would someone want to come down to your outlet? All right. That's the first step. What is the brand to be known for? What are your target customer interests? And what could you offer unique competition? Now, prerequisites. Before you design your menu, you need to, before you finalize your menu, list on the core ingredients and ask yourself whether it is going to be consistent at all times. Whether the raw materials will have the consistency across a year and availability around the year. You can't do this, right? If you go to an outlet, if there are 10 menu items, every single time when you go to the outlet, 5 menu items are not at all available, 5 to 6 items are not available. Will it create an impact or not? Yes or no? Will you go back again to the outlet? If they keep saying 4 or 5 times that these items are not available, will you go back? No. No, exactly. So, which means whatever menu item that you keep it, you need to make sure that it is available around the year. Understand your supply chain capabilities. All right. So that's with respect to prerequisites. Now, profitable menu hacks. Focus on ticket size. What is ticket size? The per bill value of a customer. You need to increase this per bill value. Can I make the customer pay 70,000-80,000 rupees? I'm sorry, 70-80 rupees instead of 20 rupees? Rather than just selling tea or coffee, can I sell a milkshake at 100 rupees or 80 rupees? Can I sell a sandwich at 70-80 rupees or 50-60 rupees so that my average ticket size will improve? So don't just get obsessed with tea. A lot of people do this mistake. All right. So lean menu, SKU less than 15. What is SKU? SKU is stock keeping unit. What is stock keeping unit? Let's say the raw materials required. Let's say tea powder, coffee powder, sugar, all of these are raw materials. And they're all SKUs. Your SKU should be less than 15. Why? Of course, for a cafe, it might be on the higher side, but for a small format, I suggest you keep it within this range. Let's assume that you have corn, sweet corn. You're buying sweet corn. That is one SKU. You're offering this corn in a cup. Corn in a cup. That is one menu item. Sweet corn sandwich, second menu item. Corn wrap, third menu item. With one SKU, you're making 3 menu items. Is this clear? Yes. With one SKU, you're making 3 menu items. Let's take an example of mango syrup. If you buy mango syrup, you can make mango iced tea. You can make mango milkshake. You can use mango syrup and Falda. So one SKU, you're making 3 menu items. Right? So menu items could be between 20 to 32, but your SKU should be less than 15 because if you have more raw materials, more expiry are bound to happen, more wastage are bound to happen. All right. So even the purchase level, even at the inventory level, you need to avoid a lot of mistake. You need to avoid a lot of, food cost wastage. Do not offer too many varieties of tea. Manpower involvement should be less. Don't get just obsessed with offering too many varieties of tea. One person you should be able to allocate to make tea. The rest of the people can be allocated to make snacks. That's the kind of setup you need to build, right? Minimum varieties of tea. So we, in fact, whenever a member is a part of a mentoring program, we carefully review their menu items. We make sure that their ticket size is met. Right? It's not just random copy paste. It's not going to work. Right? So we also give the method on how to even offer varieties of tea by keeping your manpower less. Right? We've got vendors with a lot of premixers, a lot of shortcut methods that can help them increase their ticket size. So minimum varieties of tea, have milk varieties, 3 varieties max, or black tea, green tea, 2 varieties. Good mix of beverages and snacks. Please include snacks with high ticket size, as I told. Follow 5 pillar sales, and I'm going to give you that as a bonus today. How you can increase, how you can make 4 lakh using this 5 pillar sales plan. Snacks with high ticket size, as I told you, sandwiches, wraps and rolls, burgers. It could be anything, or even native snacks. So introduce unique snacks that are popular in a different region, which is easy to prepare and standardize. Let's say if you're from Karnataka, there could be something popular in Maharashtra or from Kerala. Right? Your target audience also might like that product. Take that menu item and then implement at your place. See, we are not going to create any recipes here, right? So it could be a recipe which is popular, a menu item which is popular in a different region, or your own family, if they've got a very unique snack or a beverage, you can also launch it. All right. So signage and branding should position the snack equally. Live counter near the billing counter. I mentioned this live counter in the beginning of the session. When you have a live counter like this near to the billing counter or near to the seating area, when you go inside the outlet, you never decided to buy a chaat or a sandwich before you enter the outlet. You might want to just have a cup of tea, coffee, or some beverage. But the moment you enter inside and you saw this live counter and you saw someone having chat, how many times have you got those items? Yes or no? How many of you have done it? Okay, I never had an idea to have a chat item, but the moment when I saw this live counter or when I saw someone having this chat, I also purchased. 30-40%, yes, you're likely to purchase. Exactly. So live counter, I always suggest people to have live counters near to the billing counter or near to the customer engagement area. Menu should generate minimum 3 lakhs. So today I'm going to take, I've taken all of these important essentials where it is going to help you make flat. Yes, should be more for high rental locations, right? Whatever is the menu that you decide, it should be able to satisfy this criteria. Profitable menu hacks, focus on ticket size, lean menu, SKU less than 15, menu items can be between 20 to 32, do not offer too many varieties of tea, minimum varieties of tea, good mix of beverages and snacks. Please include snacks with high ticket size, follow 5 pillar sales plan, introduce unique snacks that are popular in a different region, easy to prepare and standardize. Signage and branding should position the snacks equally. Menu should generate so much of revenue. Is this clear so far? Yes. Yes. Now, menu design hacks. Offer a low ticket beverage. Match the market price. If the market price of the tea is at 10 rupees, 15 rupees, 20 rupees, match one product to market price. Quantity can be lesser but adequate. Choose smaller glasses, cups, because customer acquisition becomes easier. See, if there are 2-3 outlets nearby, if you are a modern tea outlet, and a lot of people might think that your outlet might be pricey, your menu items could be pricey, it could be expensive, because if you have a modern environment, a clean and hygiene environment, people might automatically think, okay, this place might be expensive. All right. So the first one product, you could offer that with the market price, because customer will come inside. So once they come inside, then you can sell other product like sandwich or whatever is the item. Right. So may not be applicable for high rental location because that has the potential to pay more than the market price. You can't do it in an airport, isn't it? So you're going to pay lakhs and lakhs of money in terms of rental. You can't offer tea at 10, 12 for 20 rupees. All right. Differential pricing. What is differential pricing? Let me give you an example. Let's say Let's take an example of bun maska. Carefully listen to this. If you're selling 10 numbers of bun maska at 40 rupees, how much? Can you type in the chat box, please? Yes, I want all you type 10 numbers of bun maska, 10 into 40, how much? 400, yes. 5 numbers of bun omelette, how much? 5 numbers of bun omelette, how much? How much? 300. Yes, yes, yes. 5 numbers of bun omelette cheese, 5 into 80, how much? 5 into 80, how much? 10 into 40 plus 5 into 60 plus 5 into 80. What is the total? What is the total here? Can you type in the chat box, please? 10 into 40, 5 into 60 plus 5 into 80. Yes. I want all of you to type yes. Exactly. 1100 divided by 20. How much? We've got we've got 20 items here. So 10 bun maska, 5 bun omelette, 5 bun omelette cheese. You've got 20 items. So 1100 divided by 20. How much? How much? How much? 55. Okay. The total average value has become 55. But the starting price of bun maska is only 40 rupees. Can you look at it? Can you look at it? But in fact, even if that sells the maximum, you could sell a part of it. The other menu items, your average bill value has increased from 40 to 55 rupees. Can you see this difference? Yes, exactly. That's the power of differential pricing. That's how you need to design your menu. Don't add expensive fruits and fresh juice menu like Mozambique, watermelon, muskmelon. You can offer these items in the beginning. Apple, pomegranate might be expensive. You can't afford to waste a lot of items of these products in the beginning. You can add it at a later point in time. Menu design hacks: offer a low ticket beverage, have differential pricing, don't add expensive fruits in the fresh juice menu. Now, need not print snack menu on the main menu board. If you have an outlet, you can have the main menu board at the back with all the beverages, milkshakes, all of that. You can always keep rotating your snacks, keep rotating certain items, even fresh juices. You can have that snack menu near to the billing counter. Can you see this? Can you see this? This is the billing counter and you have the snack menu near to the billing counter. This is the main menu with all beverages, fixed menu items. This could be a better option, right? Because you can keep experimenting on snacks. Promote snack or high value beverage using posters like this. When then they come inside your outlet or wherever it is visible, you could create a good poster like this and put it inside. How many of us have done it? You would have went inside an outlet and you would have seen a very attractive creative like this, mentioning some rose milk or milkshake or fresh juice. How many of us have tried it? How many of us have got it? Because that's really positioned well inside the outlet. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Yes. So you could do it like this. And you could also have outside standees mentioning all the items. Should be legible. And you can also mention the lowest price product along with the price. Put standing like this outside the outlet. All right. So menu placement, need not print snack menu on the main menu board. You can keep rotating it. Main menu with hot and cold beverages, outside standees like this. All right. Awesome. So what did we saw with respect to menu design? Introspection. What are your target customer interests, prerequisites, profitable menu hacks, menu design hacks, menu placement, and menu plan data sheet. I will show you that. I will show you that later, right? So you can do this as an exercise. We can share it as a bonus to you, right? So this menu design, right, with respect to milk tea, black tea, herbal tea, milkshake, cold beverages, this is a template where you can prepare your own item. The data is given here. If you want to do research, you can also do it on your own. Or if you want to copy paste this, you can also do it. We'll share it at the end of the session. Yes. So all of these templates will make your work easier and faster. Yes. Is this clear so far? Is this clear so far? Type M if this is clear so far. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Awesome. Are you all really enjoying? It's more than 1.5 hours now. Yes. I know it's overwhelming. I know it's overwhelming. Are you all really enjoying? Yes, yes, yes. Do you want a 1 minute break? 1 minute break. Yes. So that you can refresh. Yes. Okay. So 1 minute break, or maybe we can extend it to 2 minutes. So 11:35 or 11:36, we can connect. Stay here connected. 2 minutes break. Refresh your notes, whatever we have covered so far. Refresh your notes. Yes, 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 yes. I'll come back.